Welcome back to Clydesdale Media, where we bring you the best from the world of CrossFit. Podcasts, news, special interest, health, fitness. If you like what you hear, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notifier so you're the first to know when we have new episodes. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Clydesdale Media Roundtable. It is someone's birthday. Whose birthday is it?
She's 50.
Oh, can we stop saying that, please?
No, you need to kick, scratch, kick. I'm 50. I'm Sally O'Malley. That's from Saturday Night Live. That was
yes, I know. I love her.
I do too.
Yeah, this is like this was 3 years ago for me. So, you know,
it's before the podcast.
Before you joined the podcast.
It was close.
Did you celebrate your 50th birthday on an episode?
Probably not.
Okay.
We were very inconsistent in those first couple months.
BC.
I feel like we did though, but maybe not. It's a blur.
Yeah.
Happy Monday.
Yep.
Yeah. Happy Monday. So
I couldn't even get out of bed this morning at the right time.
Yeah, you're amongst the elderly now.
I am clearly losing my mind.
Were you late for your class?
I mean, I couldn't do a class.
You weren't here.
Well, yeah, there was no class.
There was no class.
Got canceled. My friend Mary, who is religiously a 5:15er, called me at 5:37, and I was out of a deep sleep and said, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh, hi, I messed up." So yeah, it was funny too because I was telling people I had to go to bed, like time, 4:15 comes real soon, and I never reset my alarm from Sunday morning when I got up at 8. So at 8 o'clock, my alarm went off today. It was awesome. But yeah, Mary did not get her workout in today. I owe her a class.
So the first thing to go when you turn 50 is your hearing. So you need a louder alarm.
Yeah, I need to just have an alarm, more than one maybe.
You need more sleep, so you have to go to bed at like 6 now.
So you have to eat dinner at like 3 p.m.
Which I do anyway.
Correct. Yeah. I got to get that early bird special in.
Dinner's happening soon.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, we might be interrupting the dinner time.
Hi, Murph.
And Murph says happy birthday.
Well, I did get dinner with the family last night. We went and had sushi, so that was good. I got my crab rangoons and my drunken noodles and my shaggy dog roll that I love. And what else? Braden came home from school, so that was exciting. Got to see him. I just had lunch with him. We had more sushi for lunch. And he's headed home now. So far it's been pretty good. My 7:45 class, we had a little party after class. We did Annie, and then somebody brought one of those Mardi Gras cakes because tomorrow is Shrove Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I did not get the piece with the baby in it. So there's that. Somebody made a plate of Rice Krispie treats. Those are gone. Compliments of me. And so far so good. Can't complain.
So did you get 23.1 in yet?
No. I don't want to do it. So here's the deal. Here's the plan. What had happened was
let's hear it.
I'm going to see if my 5:30 class tonight wants to let me do it after a 5:30 class. So Annie doesn't take very long. We'll be done by like 6:15, I figure. And I'm sure they would love to watch me suffer. So that's the plan. That's when I'll do it. And if they don't want to do it, I'll stay and I'll videotape it and I'll send it to Amy and I'll let her judge me and then I'll go from there. That's the plan.
We could always go live.
Never. I would literally never. No way.
With a call-in show.
I mean, yeah, no.
We'll let Bruce judge you from Florida.
That would be cool, but I don't know when I would do it. I mean, we'd have to let's see. I have a client at 3:30, and then I have class at 5:30. So 3:30, 4. We'd have to do it at like 4:30. And I kind of don't want to.
Corey said he did it twice. You can do it once.
Oh yeah, I mean, I will do it.
I kind of did it twice.
Did you do it twice live
Well,
on YouTube?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Also, ours was programmed the Friday before, just randomly. That was great, but at least I redeemed myself on the next one. But I still don't have a muscle up, so that's still the case.
Okay.
Listen, can we talk about this for a second?
What?
I have no idea how you even got to the muscle ups because your row was so nonchalant and she's talking to people in the crowd. She's helping kids open water bottles. I was like, what are we doing? And she got to the muscle ups.
The schedule's free.
So I did my row. I mean, row's never a strength of mine, but toes to bar kind of are.
Did you chill out on the row then? I mean, is that what you would recommend? Like just like what were you
walking?
Chilling out is not.
How long did it take?
Even the word for it.
4:10.
Okay. I mean, because I know it's going to take me 4 minutes to get through that.
Yeah.
Easily. And when I was seeing people at my gym, like this guy Jake, do it in like 2:30, I was like, oh, that's a mistake. Mm-hmm. Or I really suck at the rower. One of the two.
Yeah, I just did the row, and then did the toast bar. The wall balls, I think, is the worst part of it.
I hate wall balls. How'd you break up the toast bar? Small sets?
I started with one set of 7, and then I went to sets of 5, and then when I lost my grip, I think I was doing sets of 3 or 2.
So I think I'm going to do singles the whole time.
I've seen some people do that. For me, I couldn't do it because it's just that would be too much transition time for me.
Because of the jumping up, or
the jumping. Like some people I saw would jump up, do one, turn around, jump up, do one, turn around. Like that would just be too much for me. But
I think I might be able to do that. I don't know, but I know what's going to happen is I'm going to go and I'm going to do like a big set.
Yep, I know. See, I was like, only do 5, and I was like, well, there was 7.
Well, because when you get to 5 and you feel fine, you're like, why not just squeak some more out?
Yeah,
it's fewer that you have to do once you drop down, but the cumulative effects sometimes don't.
So when I did it the week before, the cleans were killing me. I felt better on the cleans this time, but I 100% do singles. 100%.
Oh yeah, on the cleans.
Yeah,
I mean, unless at the very end, I could probably bang out like 3 just to be done because I'm trying to get that fast tie break time.
Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't have it in me. The problem is I was not motivated. I didn't care. I was like, I just want to get done.
Yeah. I'm really
singles are good enough for Rich Froning. I think you could probably stick to singles.
Yeah. I did.
You might know what he's talking about.
Mistake. 14 what? 14.
I'm guessing toes to bar.
Oh,
yeah. I think he started with a set of 14.
Big set. Yeah. I'm not going to do
my guy.
I just know that I can cycle that barbell, and like at the very end, I could give a last ditch effort of a few, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. The wall balls scare me too. I haven't done 14-pound wall balls in a really long time. I've been just being a loser and doing 10-pound wall balls like consistently for a while. 2 and 9-foot target, not like above the 9-foot target.
Yeah.
5 more years, Kat. 5 more years.
Oh, thanks. Then I get to use the lighter balls.
Can I tell you a funny story about my
of course
23.1?
Oh yeah.
So I've been very anxious about this because I've been EMOMing everything to not induce asthma with my sinus stuff. So I wrote an email to Patrick and Christy yesterday, started it before she announced her retirement, hit send, and then regretted, like, why am I bothering her? And she's probably getting pummeled with people right now. So they get back to me really quickly and say, just come in. It's going to be all right. We'll get you through it. So I go into the gym today. I'm really anxious. I'm actually having a hard time breathing because of the anxiety of doing the workout. I get in there. Patrick is like, you got this. We'll get you through it. Let's use this as a benchmark to see how hard we can push you without inducing asthma. And so what we did is we got on the rower and he said, I want you to go at a pace of 8 calories per minute. That will finish you with half the time. And then you can go on and do whatever you want to do. So I could not even go that slow. Like it was impossible for me to go that slow. I started at 16 calories a minute. I did back it down to like 12. And that was like a really nice pace to get me through. And I have never paced anything in my life. So this is literally, Patrick is my judge and he is telling me the paces the entire time through the row. Gets me off. And then we're like, all right, let's go to the Toast bar. I know I use bad verbiage, childish verbiage that sends Amy and Charlie into fits.
I missed it. Say it again. Say it again.
No, I'm not saying it again.
Nope. I'll text you later.
I finished the row.
Yeah, I know what that was.
I moved to the Toast bar. And my plan was I was going to do 60 calories, log it as RX. If I got any further, bonus for the day.
Sure.
So I get to the knees I'm going to do hanging knee raises at this point, just to get a workout in. So I jump up and I'm getting through them and I'm surprising myself. And, and like Patrick's trying all different pacing things with me, like do a set, go back, touch the rig back here, then come up. And that's the timing to get back up on the bar. And everything was fine until because I do not have a pull-up bar in my garage. So I lost my grip towards the end. And then it was singles for me from there on out. We never anticipated me getting to the wall ball. So I didn't even have one ready.
Love it.
So then it was scramble. And at this point, I'm scaled, right? Just to get the workout in. The one they grab is a 20. So I go RX on the row, scaled on the hanging knee raise, and then they hand me a 20-pound ball, and I'm doing RX wall balls. And I have not done a wall ball in a very long time. And those crushed me. That was the end of my workout fairly quickly. But I got through like 15 wall balls before the times expired. But those were 2s. My wall balls were 2s. Because I, like Kat, have been, if I do a wall ball, it has been a 14-pound ball, scaled, and to do the 20-pound, all of a sudden, ripped the shit out of me. And that was the first time I felt like I was going to lose my breath. But the best part is it put a plan in place for me every day to go in and to know what pace I need to go at to get near my threshold without inducing asthma. And then now we have a benchmark on the row that we can test every week to see that we're moving the needle forward.
That's a great strategy.
And it was the coolest concept to have a coach spend that much time with you.
Yeah.
And I am nowhere near the top of the leaderboard. I am just your average Joe athlete. And it was awesome. So I felt like today was one of the best days I've ever had in the gym because of that.
Oh, that's great. Yay.
And I posted about Christy's retirement yesterday and said she's an amazing athlete, but she's an even better person. And her and Patrick are this way all the time with their clientele. It is, it's amazing. So super stoked to go back tomorrow. It's the most pumped I've been to go to the gym because now I have a plan.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, Charlie, I know you're not doing a workout.
Nope.
How are you gearing up and feeling about your big day on Thursday?
Just trying to stay healthy so that it gets done.
Like, you mean cold wise?
Correct.
Let's stay away from me then. Okay. Don't come to me.
Stay away from you.
Might they cancel it if you're sick? I guess so, huh?
Could be. Then what you catching something.
Right.
Yeah. So you don't have your surgery time yet though, right?
No. Wednesday.
So give it
I will find out.
Have they called you for the pre-operative questionnaire?
Yep. Got all that in. Okay. Felt like I was 70, the questions they were asking me. And I was like, I guess.
You answered them all honestly?
Of course.
Okay.
I do everything honestly.
Is there anything that you're not supposed to do like a week out? Like don't take any Advil or don't take
no
you're doing
medicines, pills. I'm doing all that. Don't shave, which was random, but okay. I don't
really.
Well, I bet
I had to cancel my Brazilian.
I'm guessing because you don't want to get any cuts and then introduce infections.
Correct.
See, I've watched enough Grey's Anatomy that I am certain.
Are they making you take your nail polish off? Make sure you don't have nail polish on.
Yeah, they had made sure I didn't have nail polish on or toe polish.
For real? I don't ever remember that being a thing.
Yeah,
it was a thing.
It's like a thing for them to check, I guess. I don't know, like your circulation or something. It's been a
That
minute.
makes sense. Yeah.
I said I'm keeping
Scott,
this beard fresh.
I'm on mute.
Scott was. He started to talk and he was on mute.
The professional.
I was talking to myself. I'm allowed to do that, you know.
Yeah.
He was saying, "This is boring. I need more content."
I'm excited for you,
No,
Charlie. Good. See the picture I sent you from the group chat? Me and my hip brace doing wall balls.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
See, I thought it was like today.
No.
I don't get a hip brace though.
I was supposed to give you like some promise. I know you won't get a hip brace, but I'm just saying I'm with you.
I want one.
You want one? I can lend you mine. I can send it out to you if you want.
They're suggesting I rent this compression ice thing that's 2 weeks for $300. I said, well, who is this person and how do I get into his business? Because I'll sell that thing for $300 for 2 weeks.
Dude, just get the ice machine.
Travis, what do you have on? You getting your shoulder like that?
Fill us in.
What are you doing?
Amy, when did you get your shoulder surgery?
I don't need shoulder surgery.
Don't? Have you had an MRI?
Nope. Not going to. I'm not going to go to a surgeon either. If you go to a surgeon, guess what they recommend? Surgery.
Don't you want to know though? Don't you want to know what's happening?
No, I don't think it's torn. I mean, if it's torn, it's a slight tear, and it's.
Oh.
So here's something I learned from someone else who just had rotator cuff surgery.
Okay.
They said their advice to everyone is to go get an MRI. And here's why.
Okay.
Having a tear in your rotator cuff and getting it fixed versus having a complete tear of your rotator cuff and having to get it fixed is like the difference between night and day in terms of recovery and whatnot. And I'm not saying you have a rotator cuff tear.
Yeah.
But I am saying that he's told me about experiences where people have a partial tear, they do nothing, and then they rehab and feel better.
Yeah.
And then they go and do stuff, and then they end up with a complete tear.
Got it.
And so that's the only reason why I would say, like, just for information, not a guarantee that you need to get cut or anything like that, because you can always get a second opinion and all that, but just for data sake, to know what's happening. For me, that's always something that I'd much rather have the information than not, just to make sure that you're not doing any more damage. Because a slight tear rotator cuff surgery is way easier to recover from than a complete tear.
That makes sense for sure. I mean, really.
So that's my mom lecture for the day.
Okay, I appreciate it. Every once in a while, I need a mom.
As we see everybody dropping like flies from the CrossFit Games with shoulder injuries, there could be a ton of data for you to follow over the next few months.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know, Charlie, are you okay?
For now. My shoulder business?
No, Sheng Young Choi had to drop out of the games.
Listen, I didn't want to talk about it.
It's too much.
I don't want to tear up on this.
It's too hard.
I know she's your favorite.
She is 100% my favorite, and it won't be the same without her. Some people would see you, not me.
Amy, you have a new title now. You're the smart one.
I did want to address something that Jeff asked way back in this chat about that I didn't know that what was going on with Christy. I did not. She kept it really tight to the vest.
Here's what I think.
And
I think she's going to get pregnant.
Oh, that would be awesome.
well, she may get pregnant. The workout she did today, she is not pregnant.
I don't know. Tia
she's
did
still
this workout.
She's still really damn fit. And she's going to post her scores in the open, but she's not going any further. I will say that I had a feeling just by the way she has been addressing the off season, but I did not know.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that?
He did not know she was retiring.
No, what does he mean by how he had a feeling based on how she was addressing the off season? What was she doing this off season that made you have an inkling?
She was taking a lot longer to get back to her training. She was just doing class WODs, doing a lot of other activities outside of CrossFit. And that was not typical of her in the year prior.
Got it.
Maybe she's going to go to the pickleball games.
Pickleball is huge at CrossFit Polaris. Every Friday they play there's 2 courts in the parking lot and it gets really heated.
Have you guys played?
And yes, I love it.
Scott, have you played?
I have not played.
Charlie?
It's for the older athletes. And then my wife reminded me that you're 53, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty big around here too, and I've not tried it. I'm afraid I'm going to like tear an ACL or something, and I don't want to do that.
I don't think you have to move that much.
I'm going to the Power Slap Championships.
Yes.
Pickleball nonsense.
Wait, is the Arnold? When is the Arnold?
March.
I think it's next week.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think isn't there some slap fighting there?
I don't need hips for that.
No, you don't. You're right. You can practice that seated.
Some of those guys get down low and into it. We're gonna start a Power Slap podcast.
Is it seriously next week? So like the 20.
I'll guarantee.
I think it's a third week of the Open, I believe.
Okay, because I've rescheduled my trip to Oxford, Ohio.
Okay.
To
March 10th and 11th. 11th, 12th. So I have to coach Friday night.
March 3rd through 5th.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been cool if I was going to be there for that. That would be awesome. But I can't leave during the Open. But yeah, I'm going to coach. We'll leave here at 5:30, so we'll get there by the middle of the night. And then we have a college tour, campus tour at like 11 that Saturday. And then I think we'll stay. I'm not driving again within 24 hours, so we're going to stay overnight and then leave on Sunday.
So Corey, when I said older, there's a group of athletes at Polaris that are headed up by Christy's mom, who is a multiple time CrossFit Games competitor in the Masters division. She leads the pickleball league, and she's in her 60s. So when I said older, that is what I was talking about. The problem is they are older, but they are way fitter than me.
Super fit.
Yes.
Well, there's this cool new place here called Pickle and Chill. And it's like this indoor and outdoor whole bar situation. And I feel like there should be an event that we should, go there and play pickleball.
Aren't the courts small?
Place? Or it is?
Wait, say that again.
Is it a place to go play pickleball also?
Yeah.
It's just that it was a bar, and I was like, oh, well.
No. Like courts, inside, outside, and a bar.
Got it. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie, there's a place you're not even allowed to go into.
The kitchen.
The kitchen. And so half the court you can't even go into. And then if you play doubles, you have to stay in your little box pretty much. Yeah, there's not a lot of running.
It seems very easy.
It was, it's kind of why I like it.
Seems like little athleticism is needed.
Well,
but I've never seen it, so I can't really say.
Yeah.
It's the old, is this person an athlete? is a NASCAR driver and athlete.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. But you can put spin on the ball. You can, like tennis. And so there are some aspects to it that are technique driven. I wouldn't say it takes a butt ton of fitness.
Okay. You need to rethink the things that you're saying on this podcast.
So it's a mix between ping
it's
pong
what makes me.
and tennis.
Okay, like I think it's
That's
between
it.
tennis and ping pong.
That's what I just said.
Okay, I couldn't hear you because I was over talking Scott.
Travis said it's more athletic than slap fighting.
There's no, it's you don't know. Travis, listen, you get your shoulder done, your neck done.
Yeah.
I
Love it.
wonder if Travis, I don't think Travis is doing the open then, right? If he's getting neck surgery, he's definitely not doing wall balls.
He said he's
Burn those
abstaining
dicks
this
down.
year.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Although he could have rode 60
he's
calories
abstaining, yes.
scoring.
It's true. I was thinking about it when I was on the road, Charlie. I was thinking about, all I need to log is 60 calories.
Yeah, I could tell.
I could make this happen in 14 minutes.
Yeah, one of my guys who just got off the shoulder surgery is going to just row 60 calories with one arm and put a score in. So
Yeah.
we'll see what else.
What movements do you think could possibly be for 23.2? They knocked out a lot.
Yeah, they did. Did I tell you guys what was programmed on Saturday at the gym here?
No. What?
I mean, I programmed it without knowing what the open was, right? So
Yeah.
without the workout, it was a partner workout. It was a 26-minute AMRAP, 70 wall balls, 100-calorie row,
Dick.
dumbbell snatches, and something else. And everybody canceled. Like people were signed up and canceled. And I had to put something on like the Facebook group. And I was like, guys, if you did 23.1 last night, I will not make you do this workout. And so no way are we getting devil's presses. No, sorry. Not going to happen. But I changed it to like a bro sesh where we did like bench press and some other stuff for the like 4 people that showed up. But it was the worst ever. You guys aren't listening to me. You're just reading comments. That's fine.
No, I was blowing my nose in, so I didn't want to have my sound on. Sorry.
And I had Barbie playing, so I was trying to shut that down.
Scott's picking his nose. It's all good. We're good. We're great.
Yeah. So for your
weird.
class on Fridays, Kat,
Yes.
do you program what the open workout for, like? Does everybody do this? Okay.
Everybody does it, and it gives me a chance to figure out how to run Friday Night Lights. Like it's a really good sort of dress rehearsal for me.
Yeah.
And I mean, we only have like 30 members, and 18 of them are signed up for the open. So
that's awesome.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Really good.
I have one more thing before we get into something a little more technical.
Okay.
And that is I have taken the first steps to sign up with Wild Health Precision Medicine. Because I want to get away from my family doctor, who I think is a quack and prolonged some of the issues that I've been going through.
Explain to people what that is, because I don't even think I know what that is.
So it is Julie Foucher's medical practice that she joined. It is
Does she own the practice?
Telehealth. She's a partner in it for sure.
Okay.
I don't think she's the original owner. But it is a telehealth, and it is based on, you get genetic studies done with lab work to look at what you are sensitive to, what you are, and they put together a health plan that is not medicine related or not prescription related, as opposed to like, how can you change your lifestyle to become healthier?
Interesting. Okay.
But they are a full medical practice that if you need lab work done, or you need, a referral to a specialist, they can do all of that as well.
And you said you are do they have to accept you? into it?
No.
Okay.
There are different plans available.
Mhm.
So you have to talk to like a customer service person to kind of walk you through what is the best fit for you. And they just started taking, and I didn't know this until this weekend, some insurances. But I had actually opened up a health savings account to pay for it. So I was ready because of that.
Sprinkles.
And so that's why I jumped into it now, but now they may take my insurance. So they've got to check all of that stuff as well.
Remember I was telling you, speaking of a big brain.
This is our good buddy right here. We call him Sprinkles. He wants to know if your genetic makeup shows how big your brain is.
I don't know.
This is the shirt I was telling you guys about.
Because you are Mensa.
It's because it says genius on it.
Well, she's 50 and she's a genius, folks.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
We do have.
Yep.
We lost your voice, Kat.
Seriously, you can't hear me?
Now we can.
Now we can.
Yeah, we're gonna do a spot for the smart energy stuff. Remember, because you guys all make fun of me for the smart energy, so I have to wear that shirt and then get someone to take a picture.
I only make fun of you because I get stuck with all of the yellow cans.
Right, I get the good stuff.
So, real quick, we've been talking about our code Clydesdale gets you 20% off on the website. Make sure you do not put a subscriber item in your cart. It will disqualify the code if you do that. This guy right here did that and couldn't use his own code because of it. So we learned, and we want to pass that on, that if you put a subscriber product into the cart, it will disqualify the code.
Bruce, I did not.
Bruce is asked.
No.
So anyway, I'm super excited to start with them and kind of see what that looks like from the inside as a patient. And they have actually taken over CrossFit Health, the precision medicine part of CrossFit Health.
Yeah, see, I think I need a primer on all that stuff. I don't understand how.
So we had Julie on not that long ago. It was just her and I, and she explained all of this.
Are you telling me I don't listen to my own podcast? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying you must have missed that episode.
And just because we did an episode on it doesn't necessarily mean I would have understood it either. Just saying.
Yeah, she breaks it down pretty simplistically. But if there have been a few changes since that episode, like the insurance piece, and that they've taken over CrossFit Precision Health.
Well, I have a friend at the gym who has been doing it for a while, like when the precision care started. And so she talked to me about it, how that she went and had a bunch of blood work done, then she had her like initial appointment, and then she would have follow-up appointments, and she found out, like they were like, you would benefit from more sleep and less class, like working out class times for your overall health. And so she like started to adjust a lot of her daily schedule and that. And I mean, her results have been, she's always been a very consistent athlete, but as far as just her general health, it's helped her with overall feeling better. So,
yeah. And it's based on your genetic makeup, so that everybody is different, and it's a membership. So you get unlimited like counseling with healthcare specialists, and I think a monthly visit with your doctor.
Is it expensive?
So it is about $1,400 a year.
Oh, that's not bad.
And I don't know what part insurance will pick up of that. But the thing I learned about my health savings account, and this is a completely different subject, it is pre-tax money. And so the difference in my paycheck to max out my health savings account, which ends up being like $2,800 a year, was so minimal in my paycheck, I barely noticed.
Yeah, that's great. $1,400 a month. Or a year. That's cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know what insurance is going to pick up with it. So it may even be cheaper for me.
I'd be curious to see how it works if you have like some acute something or other, really bad sinus infection or like strep throat. Like, how does that work?
Right.
Because,
Yeah.
if you're not like, how does telehealth work when you can't be examined?
So again, they have the full authority to refer you to a specialist in those cases, like an ENT or something like that. I think what frustrated me is my family doctor, when I had the sinus stuff, just kept throwing allergy med after allergy med after allergy med at me, saying you're allergic to your dog. And until I took the initiative to look at other doctors and go get it looked at and found out that I wasn't allergic to anything. And here I am taking all these allergy meds and they're not doing a thing for me.
Yeah.
I feel like also one of your good friends told you it wasn't allergies, but that's okay. Here's my question though, with all this blood work and genetic stuff, are they taking your DNA and keeping your DNA? Here's a problem.
Shout out to Corey, new member. Thank
Listen,
you, Corey.
If they got your DNA, they could find you or your family for any crimes. That's how they solve it.
I mean, you only have to worry about that if you're guilty, Aim.
Listen,
it could be family members.
I need to say this to you, Amy. This weekend, my wife picked a movie to watch, and it was a movie where the guy was like slicing off skin and taking scalps and making like a human doll. And I'm like, why the hell are we watching this? That is why I love rom-coms. And so I watched Your Place or Mine with Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher just to get over the shit she makes me watch.
That's called a palate cleanser. You have to watch something better.
It's like wasabi or the ginger pieces that you get.
See, Judy knows what's up. It's true. And hold on, the Golden State Killer. That's also how they solved that 40-year-old cold case. Just letting you know. Okay, I'm out.
Did we talk about my stellar Saturday adventures?
We did not.
No.
You want to?
Only internally.
Okay.
Spill
it. In a nutshell, I rear-ended someone on Friday and I locked my keys in my car on Saturday. Yes, that actually happened. The long story is...
Yeah, that was me in a nutshell.
I was late for my own Friday night lights. Had to go home and get some clothes because I was going out Friday night for my birthday. And I came back to the gym and it was raining and I slammed into somebody because I was distracted. Got a ticket. I got a busted up bumper. Unfortunately, the driver that I hit had a license and insurance, so I didn't get out of that. And then Saturday, I went up to Newtown Square, which is about 45 minutes away from my house, to go get Crumble Cookie because Crumble Cookie.
That makes you feel better.
And actually, one of my members gave me cookie money on Saturday because it was for my birthday. She's like, I will get you. She left me money on the desk. She was like, oh, I'm going to give you money for cookies. I'm like, don't be ridiculous. I can buy my own cookies. And by the time class was over, I came back around to the desk and there was like $30 on the desk for cookies. So I was like, well, now I have to go. So I went and locked my keys in the car. Luckily, the car wasn't running or anything like that. But yeah, so $150 later, I had to call a locksmith for that. And then, can we not? Thank you, Corey. I would love to not do that. But I don't know where my head's been lately, honestly. Like, no idea.
So are you saying you left your 40s with a bang? Hey!
Let's hope so. Technically, I didn't turn 50 until I think 9:30 this morning. So even sleeping in this morning was a 49 thing and not a 50 thing. $30 at Crumble Cookies, 2 minutes, 2 cookies. No, I actually bought like 3 boxes of cookies, so they were delicious. And I did reviews on them on my TikTok. Those are becoming a thing now. I'm having a lot of fun with those.
I notice I keep running into them on my For You page.
Aren't they? Oh, they're fun.
Your OnlyFans page?
we haven't started that one, Charlie.
Oh.
Still waiting for a manager.
Yep.
So we'll see. I'm going back for more cookies because the flavors are different this week. We'll see. We'll see how I do. But yeah, your girls
Scott, stop talking because you're not
had a great weekend.
Can't hear you. You're on mute. For the love of God.
It's because Kat took all my smart energy.
Get it together.
He's still thinking about Patrick
You
getting
know
him
what?
off.
Next time, let's just not even tell him. Let's just let him stay on mute and just keep talking like he's a part of it, but not really.
Bruce, you need to get a crumble cookie ASAP. This week, there's a cinnamon toast crunch is one of the flavors. That's going to be really good.
A crumble
Travis.
cookie this week?
Oh, okay. Doubtful, but maybe. Listen, Trav, I got you. We can definitely think of a bet. Maybe an open workout bet of some kind. You guys have ideas?
You guys should pick the movement. The first movement.
Travis, do you think Devil's Press are going to be in the open? We'll see what he has to say. Yeah, see, Bruce?
I would quit.
One of his favorite
if it's
cereals is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Mine too.
If it's Devil Press, I'll quit.
The old formula I loved when it was made with honey. The new formula, not so much. Too much aftertaste.
All right, next bet. Travis says crumble.
Oh.
I win, you have to stop eating crumble. You win, I'll eat crumble.
No, that's not what he said.
Yeah.
Look at it.
If I win, you have to stop eating crumble. You win, I'll eat crumble. That's what he said.
It's not how he spelled it differently.
I don't think he meant to do with anything.
Now we've got English teacher.
That's good, but what are we going to bet on, Travis? I want to know if you think Devil's Presses are going to be in the open, because I don't. And if you do, then we can bet on that.
Yes, Corey.
I feel like that's a good
There's
one.
a different formula for both Golden Grahams and Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which were probably my two favorite cereals from the 80s. They used to have honey as their sweetener, and then they switched to high fructose corn syrup, and it tastes like shit. Now, when back in the day when it was more natural, it actually tasted better. That is my rant for the day.
Scott's Riffs.
If you're talking about the 80s, you should probably clarify you're talking about soda or pop or whatever side of town you're on.
What he is saying.
And not Coke.
Not
It
Coke.
used to be Coke and Coke.
All right,
Okay.
here's a bet, Travis. Travis thinks that wall-facing handstand push-ups are going to show up in the third workout as a separator.
Ooh, I bet
Not an open.
Um,
Quarters, maybe.
here's my clarifying question to Travis: do you actually have information about this, or is this just a hunch? Because if it's just a hunch, I'll totally bet you on it that it's not. That can be our bet, and I will make you crumble cookie.
Why would he give away his secret?
Because he wants to win a bet.
Exactly. He probably wrote the program. He's not going to tell you.
So while we're waiting for Travis to respond, I do want to share one thing that I discovered right before we went on the air.
Uh-oh.
And that is, there seems to be some inconsistencies with the regions that have been assigned to athletes in the CrossFit Open. And so I am going to pull up real quick here while Travis is doing all that. This is the Open leaderboard for the women in the West. Let me see if I can. Oh, come on. I can't get it to move now. Dang it. So anyway, you can see the names. Am I not correct in that Sydney Mikulishin works out in Boston, Massachusetts, which would be the East Coast of the United States, yet she is assigned to the West region?
I don't even know what's happening.
Maybe it's the Canadian part of her.
Bailey Rail. Where was she? I know she's on here somewhere. Dang it. Anyway, earlier, more scores have come in. So she has, of course, dropped down the list. And now I can't find her. Bailey Rail works out in Cookeville, Tennessee. It is my belief that she lives there full time. I could be incorrect, but she is listed in the West as well.
Right there.
I feel like she's from somewhere else though, like where Christine Kohlenbrander lives, which I think is West.
Okay.
But
it's just something that actually a couple athletes have tipped me off to this, wanting to know why this is happening. Because it just seems to be inconsistent in the way it is being, because if you're going by where their permanent residence is and not their training camp, okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Katrin Davidsdottir her permanent residence is Iceland. Yet she is in the west of the United States.
Maybe she's using Brooks's address.
Facts.
So Elise, I see you saying that her and Tyler live together close to the gym. Tyler is in the east of the United States and Bailey is in the west.
Yeah, that's not making any sense.
And they live in the same home.
Who can we talk to about this? Let's write a passive aggressive email.
Guys, I have to bail.
So
my clients are here. See you later.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.
Happy birthday. Bye.
Maybe there's a line that goes through the middle of their house, like a Mason-Dixon line.
So the line is supposed to be the Mississippi River. That would be a very creatively built house.
Expect the unexpected.
Like Falling Waters 2 by Andrew, whatever his name is. The famous architect.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
That is a Broadway producer.
Michael Anderek.
Michael Anderek.
What is his name? Oh my gosh, he is my wife's favorite architect in the world.
I know who you're talking about. There's a ton of houses.
Yeah,
in
he did Falling Waters and a bunch in Chicago and Frank Lloyd Wright.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Frank Lloyd Wright. So,
F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Yeah, no. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because there does seem to be some inconsistencies on how this is. And that's the frustrating thing with CrossFit, right? Make a rule and stick to it. Every year we have like 18 exceptions to every rule. And then everybody's like, well, now we don't understand anything. Mm-hmm. And they're just setting themselves up to be attacked and ridiculed for what they do.
Yeah.
Wait, let's put the riff background up.
Oh, I got another riff that's coming out.
Oh,
I just have to find a time to schedule it, but I'm not going to talk about it here.
Okay, good.
So I think we can, I actually I had to reschedule Christine Best for 3:30 today, which is literally 11 minutes from now. And I have to pee. Okay. So we're going to end this podcast. And if you want to continue the discussion over on the other side with Christine Best, we can do that. And I'll see you all in like 11 minutes.
Bye.
With that, we wish Kat a happy birthday. Charlie, a successful surgery. And Amy, just keep watching those true crime movies.
Okay. We'll keep you updated.
All right. Later, guys.
Later.